What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to show you navigation in Blender. This is kind of meant for people who've just opened the software and basically want to know how to move around the scene, and even for people who already know how to do 3D modeling but they've changed over from Maya or 3ds Max over to Blender and they want to know the control scheme. So first thing you'll notice when you come in is this little gizmo at the top right. If I left click in here, we'll see it moves around and it'll spin around whatever you're focused on. If I left click on these axes that we can see up here, we'll snap to these axes from an orthographic view. If I come into our empty space over here, or just our viewport in general, and I middle mouse click, it'll do the same thing as left clicking on this. So basically just middle mouse click to do that. If you do want to snap to these axes, Blender will usually show you what the shortcut is. So numpad 3 will snap to your X. You've got 1, 7. This is on your numpad, remember? So 1, 3, 7. You can use 9 as well. And if you hold Control and go 1, 3, 7, you'll snap to the opposite end. So if 1 is your Y, this will be your minus Y, or your left and right. If I middle mouse click and start moving around again, if I press 5, we'll swap between an orthographic view and a perspective view. With the middle mouse click, you've also got some more tools. So not just spinning around, you can hold Alt middle mouse, which will snap if you sort of drag to your axes as well. If you press Control middle mouse, it'll scroll in and out, which can also be done through just scrolling in general. So just scroll up and down on your mouse wheel. Or if you do enjoy it that way, Control, middle mouse, and you sort of drag in and out. And then lastly, Shift middle mouse will start panning around. This is really useful if you've got like an item over here, you go like that, move around, and then sort of select where you want to go. If, however, you now want to focus on an object, so this cube is now not in the center. If I start spinning around, he is nowhere to be seen. If I left click on him, and if we go view, frame selected, it'll center it for us. Now there's also a shortcut for this, which is numpad, the period or full stop, which is next to your 0 on the numpad. So if you press that, it'll center to what you've got selected. The last tool I'd like to look over is the fly/walk tool. If I press Shift and then the button next to your 1 key, so to the left of that, you'll basically go into a fly mode. This works just like spectate in any video game you've played. So if I press WASD, we'll start moving around, sort of flying around. If I use the mouse with that, we have pretty much all the control we need. If you scroll up, you'll get more speed. If you scroll down, we'll start going slower. If you press Q, you'll go down, and if you press E, you'll go up. If you right click, you'll reset your position after that, or if you left click, you'll stay in that position. The last tool is the walk tool, which is essentially the fly tool, except you turn on gravity by pressing tab. We don't have a floor or anything, so we're just going to fall forever. So if I right click, we'll reset our position again. I'm going to quickly add a floor. Let's move the cube up. I'm going to push Control button next to the 1 key. I've actually changed mine to, not Control, sorry, Shift button next to your 1 key. I've changed mine to Shift F. And basically press your tab and you'll fall onto the floor. You can then walk around and you can scroll in and out again to change your speed. And if you look at something and then press your space, you'll fly towards it. And yeah, that is the basic navigation tools in Blender. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time.